Today I'm honoring Crocktober with 3 super easy, almost dump and go crockpot meals. For this one, we're starting with a Neiman Marcus casserole. Now, I took what was something I found on the internet, Neiman Marcus casserole that I'd never had before. Apparently, it's reminiscent of something maybe they used to serve in the Neiman Marcus cafe. But I figured let's just do it in the crock pot and make it easy. So I have 2 chicken breasts that I just cut up into kind of like larger chunks. To that, I'm adding 2 cups of fresh shredded cheddar cheese, 3 chopped scallions. You want the whites and the greens here. 1 can of cream of chicken soup. I like the Pacific brand because it doesn't have a ton of additives and it still gives me all of the cream of chicken soup that I want. A cup of either sour cream or Greek yogurt. You can get extra protein if you want. And then just a drizzle of hot sauce. It doesn't make this spicy. It just gives it like a little bit of flavor. And then mix and add in 6 ounces of cooked bacon. This is like somewhat reminiscent of a Ritz cracker casserole, but honestly like better because I like the scallions and the bacon in there. It gives a lot of flavor. And then I just top mine with, it's a mix of 1.5 cups of cornflake crumbs and 1 stick of melted butter. You could use like cracker crumbs if you prefer, or even like breadcrumbs. Ideally, I'd like to use probably like a sourdough breadcrumb with this. I think that'd be really good, but the cornflake crumbs are what I had on hand, so I figured I would use them. It's all right. And then cook it on, I did high for 2 hours, but you can also do low for up to 4 hours. I definitely wouldn't cook it longer than that because chicken tends to get dry really quickly in the crock pot. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you don't overcook it, especially because those chicken pieces are cut into chunks. But you can see how bubbly and delicious this is. And then I just served mine over rice. You can cook your rice even with bone broth to add some more protein to it, because I know high protein is always popular these days, and we're just looking for more ways to get our nutrients in, and some broccoli, and it's so amazing. This is definitely a must make. Next up, we're making a slow cooker Mexican street corn casserole. It is cozy, creamy, delicious, and really too easy not to try. So you want to start with 2 large chicken breasts, probably about 1 pound. And then we're going to add in 2 cups of frozen corn. And then I have a mixture of 1 cup of Greek yogurt. You could do sour cream too. A third a cup of mayonnaise, 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and about 1/2 teaspoon of salt and pepper each. And so you just want to take that mixture and we're going to mix it in with the corn and the chicken. And then it's that easy to get this started. I'm going to cook mine on high for 2 hours. You can do yours low for 3 to 4. Again, probably not longer than that. Then we're going to take it out and kind of cut that chicken up. You can take the chicken out and cut it, or you can shred it right in the slow cooker if you like. Then add it right back in, and then I'm going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese and cover and cook for another 10 minutes just to melt that cream cheese. And while that's cooking, I'm going to get the tortellini started. So I'm just cooking that according to package instructions. And then I'll take the tortellini out, drain it. I just used like a scooper to drain it, pour it right into the crock pot with the mixed up cream cheese mixture. And oh my gosh, such a good flavor on this. For my kids, they just wanted theirs with some cotija cheese. I always get in trouble for saying this wrong, but it's good cheese. You can use queso fresco as well. And then put some cilantro on that and a sprinkle of chili powder, but they didn't want the cilantro and chili powder, which it's fine. It's always good to just like make your meals so that everyone can have something that they like. And this is super delicious. I absolutely recommend it. Next up, I'm making pork carnitas bowls. And it's funny because someone was just asking me about pork recipes because pork can be very inexpensive. And I actually don't cook a ton of pork, but this one is really good and it totally is going to be budget friendly and so much flavor. So you want a 3 to 4 pound pork butt or pork shoulder. And then you put that in the bottom of your slow cooker. Sprinkle on a teaspoon of dried oregano and a teaspoon of ground cumin. And then you want 4 cloves of minced garlic and a diced onion. And then just drizzle it with olive oil. And we're going to cook this on low for 8 to 10 hours. So this is a great one that you can make if you're going to work or going out for the day. You can put it in the crock pot and set it and forget it, and it's not going to get dry. That's the great thing about a pork butt like this. And you can see after about 10 hours, it just shreds apart with 2 forks. Mine did have bones in it. Those tend to be a little bit less expensive. So I'm just pulling out the bones. And then once shredded up, I added in the juice of a lime and a 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro. 2 really inexpensive ingredients that just add tons of flavor to this. You just want to salt and pepper this to taste. And then you can do whatever you want with this. Like you could make sandwiches out of it. You could put it in a taco. I like to do mine in bowls. I put some avocado with mine, cilantro leaves. You can do salsa, pico de gallo, sour cream, shredded cheese, black beans, corn, whatever you have on hand. That's the great thing about a bowl, and it can be very inexpensive. And that is it for today. So I hope you love those recipes. Make sure to subscribe for more and check out this next video that I know you're going to love.